Hi, I'm John Greaves III, editor and publisher of the Home Gym Quarterly, the only magazine in the world that's written by and for home gym owners. Our YouTube channel is all about helping you achieve your fitness goals at home with workout tips, simple do-it-yourself projects you can use to upgrade your home gym tours, and interviews with the industry professionals who serve the home gym community. Today we get to listen in as two world-class competitors in the field of grip competition talk shop. Our correspondent Riccardo and grip champion Tanner Merkle discuss their training, some of the grip feats they're training to master, and we get a small teaser from Riccardo for the 2020 Mr. Olympia Expo in Las Vegas. Check it out.
Well, you're in your work clothes, ready to go to work, ready to fight the virus.
I leave in about 40 minutes, so yeah, just getting ready.
Yeah, well, this is just a quick 15-minute chat. Actually, it's nice to see you, even though I wish I was in Texas myself right now. But this will do. But so obviously, for those people who don't know who Tanner Merkle is, he's a grip mastermind, world gold medalist in the Rolling Thunder last year in Russia at the APL World Championships. 2019 International King Kong of grip overall, regardless of weight categories, and he trains in his garage.
Right.
So, tell me about your garage gym. Obviously, you're a young man. You're still evolving with the equipment you have. Tell us some of the stuff you have in there, and your plans to expand, if anything, or talk about your garage. Tell us.
Yeah. So me and my wife, we have like a small townhouse, so we've got like a single car garage. We were parking in, and then as the gym kind of expanded, we slowly just stopped parking in there. We just park in the garage. There's another kind of big, multi-car garage that we park in. And I started off with just like, some stable mats, just so I wasn't dropping loading pins and stuff on the concrete. That kind of expanded out. I got a couple little just pins for just doing basic things like bench press. I don't really do a lot of lifting, but just had a barbell, some basic things. And maybe last year, wasn't too long ago, I guess, I found a Craigslist post of a guy that was selling a pretty decent power rack. I don't need anything crazy. Got the pull-up station, got the dip attachment, and he was selling it for something like $150, $200.
Wow.
And yeah, I think it was $200. And I just couldn't believe he was like giving it away. So,
yeah.
I'm like, all right. He had a barbell to go with it and everything.
Wow.
So I got that, and that fits perfect. It's just this little spot. I've got Saxon bar, axle, just the basics, and just the wall that everyone kind of has with all the grip implements hanging on it. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm not even sure how much more I could really throw in there with the inch dumbbell, the Myers bell, and a few other things down there. It's getting kind of cramped. You definitely have to hurdle over things to get to other stuff, but it's fine. It's definitely nice to have that now, especially when everyone else is just doing push-ups in their living room.
Exactly. And so let's talk about that. I had a talk with Randy Strawson about the future of garage gyms, and he and I both believe, and I've trained in my garage for over 20 years, but he and I believe that this is going to become more and more common now, with people either with valid concerns about getting sick, or even if this virus thing comes and goes and we never hear from it again, just the fear of the next thing that's out there. And I also agree that I think garage gyms are going to only continue to grow. What is it looking like in Texas right now? Do you know a lot of people that have garage gyms or wish they did?
I think it's more people that are now wishing that they did. I was talking to some of my friends at the hospital, and some of my buddies were just talking about where they were at, and they're bench pressing, just their curls, just basic things. And they're like, I was making all this progress. I started lifting last year, and now I don't know what to do. He's like, I went down to Play It Again Sports, which is like a used sporting goods store. They're like, there's no equipment there. He's like, I tried to buy stuff online. Everyone's already bought all the plates, bumper plates, barbells. He's like, I can't get a hold of anything.
Right.
But there's definitely that wish to kind of, build something like that you don't have to go to a commercial gym, which I think is good, because when you're at a commercial gym, you can't play your own music. You can't throw stuff around, make too much noise without setting off an alarm or offending someone. So it's nice. There's more. Tons of positives to it.
Oh, for me, the number one thing is, and I started out of necessity having three small children, is I didn't have time to go 20 minutes here and back to a gym. I had to get workouts in while kids were sleeping and napping and helping with homework and this and that. So for me, it started out of necessity. If I want to train, I got to do it in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
So, but now I think you're right. I think a whole lot of people are wishing that they had stocked up on some equipment for Christmas because it's not available for sale right now.
The only thing I guess that I would miss about the gym experience is when you're going at the same time every day. So you're going through the week every day. You get there around 8 or 9 or something, and you see the same people. You kind of start to develop friendships with people. Like I remember I used to go to Lifetime Fitness back in like maybe 2012. And I'd see the same people every time I went, and it was kind of a reason for me to come back because it was almost like sort of a social thing.
For sure.
But I mean, that just leads into kind of another conversation of just finding a group of people to train with that keeps you motivated. So that's kind of what we have here with the whole Team Texas thing. So I think people finding their own little world for home training is definitely fun and beneficial.
Yeah, I agree with you because especially if people are having trouble being motivated, having a buddy to work out with, at a gym, like you said, is certainly going to keep them accountable. But the same thing is true now. If they were, once this whole quarantine thing ends, come over to your house at 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. or whatever the time is. I mean, it can be done. That's for sure. So. Obviously, competition-wise, as the world has kind of been put on hold right now, all international contests. What do you think is the next contest that you'll compete in?
I hadn't really given that just a ton of thought. With the Arnold getting canceled, that was such a bummer. I know a lot of us were put out, but thankfully we were able to host some local things, and a lot of other people did as well. So. Sort of a virtual competition there, but King Kong is definitely in my mind for October. I like the events this year for King Kong, but it's just sort of like a fun aside type of a thing because it is at the end of the day an online competition, and everyone's using different equipment, different weights, different temperature, different friction. There's a lot of variables that go on there. So. As far as in-person contests, I know me, Adam, Eric, Tommy, Robert, a lot of us have been talking about getting more competitions, more guys involved with the strongman, rock climbers. We're really just trying to build more of a community here in Texas. Mm-hmm. So I would anticipate my next real in-person competition likely being one of our Texas events that we put on down here. So as far as big expos, I'm not sure. Maybe next time when's the Olympia happen?
September 11th and 12th, or 10th and 11th this year. So okay. We haven't officially nailed it down, but Armlifting USA is going to have a contest during the Mr. Olympia in September.
Yeah, maybe Olympia then. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're waiting on the final word on that, but it's looking very good. And if we do have it, I will be there running the contest. So. Cool. Yeah. Again, we don't know what the world's going to look like with those big expos. I agree with you. Maybe those days of 60,000 people in one expo hall are over. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. So, but I do know that we're going to try to have a contest there, and we've made all the contacts, and we're just waiting for final approval on that one. So, a lot of people have expressed interest in going to Las Vegas. Adam, Eric, Rusin from Canada. A lot of people expressed interest. I think Las Vegas, a lot of people are interested in Las Vegas. So for obvious other social reasons. So let's hold the contest there. Let's get it going. Last year was a lot of fun and some good lifts too. So
yeah, I hope I can go. It sounds like it was a blast.
It was super fun. So as far as your garage training, how many days a week do you train in the garage right now?
I probably train. I think I do less volume than most people do. For example, I watch videos of Adam training, what he's putting up on YouTube and Instagram. Mm-hmm. Adam trains like 4 days a week.
Right.
And I probably train in my garage 2 times a week, maybe 3. Mm-hmm. But It would be more if I did more traditional, just lifting, like squat, deadlift, bench, that kind of thing. I don't really do just a ton of that. So the days I'm down there are almost strictly grip related. So I probably train grip down there maybe twice. I would say twice a week, something like that. Yeah.
Cool. Any in particular, any individual goals you have for yourself right now?
The biggest goal that I had since I started doing arm lifting competitions where the axle was involved, I was so bad at deadlifting, obviously, because I was just pretty much a guy off the street that hadn't done any barbell work. So I was just terrible at it, like so bad. And I'm still really bad at it. But luckily, I was able to get my deadlift up to 440. So my goal for the longest time was a 200 kilo axle pull. And I got that at our competition here for our mock Arnold competition.
Right.
And really, knocking that off was just the biggest goal. So I think I'm sort of just coasting right now, just kind of maintaining and waiting to see what's going to be on the horizon for competitions, and that'll probably set the next goal. So really, I'm still just thrilled to have finally pulled 200 kilos.
Well, it was a very, very solid lift, that's for sure. I mean, I watched it, on the Instagram several times. It's super good.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I was virtually rooting for you. That okay, he's gonna get it, and he got it. It was easy. So that was awesome.
So glad to finally nail that down. I don't know what's going to be the next thing that Adam has. I think I kind of know what might be kind of an aside fun goal. I guess I can say this. I don't know. Adam has a 200-pound inch style dumbbell, the Selene bells, and he just got another one that's going to be coming in at some point. So in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we're going to have two 200-pound inch style, thick handled dumbbells, and definitely no one's ever farmer's walked those before. No way. Yeah, I've done an air transfer with the 200-pound bell. I actually did that first try. So I was thinking I could do it, and when I did it, I thought it was awesome. I was super psyched about it. So now that Adam's getting another one, we're kind of thinking, hey, how far can we farmer's walk? 400 pounds of big thick handled dumbbells. I think it'd be just badass just to see how far we can take those things.
Unbelievable. That is a super cool thing. I mean, many people have tried and failed to walk the inch dumbbells. Many people have tried and failed just to lift 1 inch dumbbell. Luckily, I've at least conquered that for the time being. So, but the 200-pound one, I mean, that's just bringing it up a few more notches. That's insane.
It's funny when you talk about goals with all this, because really it kind of comes down to whatever kind of us on the Team Texas crew, whenever we're just, talking after practice or something will come up, and it's usually just a random feat or just the next thing that just sort of enters our mind of, ooh, hey, that'd be cool. Like, for example, me and Adam were talking yesterday, and we kind of got a wild hair about thinking how soon it's going to take for us to clean the inch dumbbell. So that's also a thought in my mind. So the other day I was just picking up the inch and just holding it on my shoulder like this, and I was just holding it for time just as long as I could. I'd put it down. I'd just do a couple sets of just holding the inch there.
Wow.
Just clean it up with 2 hands,
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I can high pull it to my shoulder. So I think it's really just a matter of building that connective tissue and the ligaments. I think I'll clean the inch dumbbell by the end of the year. So
that is fantastic. Wow.
No competition goals, just kind of messing around in the driveway, or in the garage, that kind of lifting is, I guess, what's sort of keeping me motivated right now.
What about the number 3.5 gripper?
It's definitely a goal. I've got this weird, so just after King Kong last year, I started rock climbing a little bit more. For those that don't know, that's my background. So I started climbing a bit more, but my body weight was heavier. And I was doing a climbing move called a crimp, where you're closing down like this, and I was really locked down, and I popped a little ligament in my pinky. I didn't think it was a big deal, and I kind of was able to keep training. I just kind of felt partially torn. But recently, I don't know if it's just got scar tissue or if it's getting arthritic or something, but it's been bothering me to no end. And if I warm up a lot, it's okay, but it's definitely kind of holding back what I'm able to do with my right hand. And so grippers were feeling good for a while. I was getting kind of close to deep setting the 4,
Mhm.
I was like maybe like a credit card or smaller from getting the forge shut like that, just
Wow.
by deep setting it. But this pinky's been kind of aggravating me, so I kind of backed off my gripper training a little bit.
Mhm.
But I think that I'm pretty close. Like if I dedicated all of my efforts to certifying on the 3.5 with the
Mhm.
credit card set, I
Mhm.
mean, it would happen. But the deal is that you just, and I'm sure you know this, is you can't really excel on grippers if you're trying to excel on thick bar.
Correct.
And so if I'm trying to clean the inch, thinking about farmers walking inches, and that's kind of what's keeping me coming back and excited and
Right.
training, then it's sort of disheartening to then, pick up grippers and be like, oh, I suck at this again. Like, but of course, it's only because I'm just so fatigued. Your body can only do so much.
Right. No, I totally understand. I mean, I'm trying to close the number 3 here for the certification. And so, because in my recoveries from my operation, it's the least damaging to close grippers right now. So I've been doing very little thick bar as a result. So 0 deadlifts off the floor, very little thick bar, and my grippers are improving rapidly. So trust me, I get it.
Yeah, that's totally the way it goes, and it looks like you're going to get that before the year's up as well.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping that I'm hoping it maybe sooner than that. I'd like to do it. My birthday is June 11th, so originally, that would be my ideal, but it may take a little longer. But yeah, it's coming well though. It's coming along.
I remember someone gave me pretty good advice for certifying on the 3. They said that whenever you think you're ready to certify,
Mhm.
just like one day when you roll out of bed, real groggy, not feeling great, don't even really bother with having a slow kind of morning. Just go downstairs, warm up, and grab one of your harder 3s and try to do it.
Mhm.
And if you can do it in that state, then you're ready for anything regardless.
Yeah, I'm certainly not there yet. So, but definitely, I'm on the right path. That's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like it from what I've seen. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Super impressive.
Feeling good. Still not 4 months yet after the operation. So
Yeah.
I'm blessed to be where I am. But Tanner, yeah, I know you have to get ready for work. Thank you so much for coming on this call for Garage Gym Life Media. They're of course excited to have you, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your Sunday to do this. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it was great to talk to you.
All right. Thanks, Tanner.
All right, take care.